Shalom, back with part two again. All right. Trump says the death penalty is a proper punishment for anti-Semitics. You know that we're using that word, anti-Semitics. Okay, but you can see it here, that word. Okay, and you can see here that it's from the German, used by Wilhelm Marr, 1904, who was again an Edomite, right? German radical from a Teeman branch, the German branch there. And you see what he is, right? It says a race agitator who founded this anti Semitic BS. All right? Nonsense. There you go, people. All right? Give me a minute. All right, you see what it says here? Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. You see that? And their physicians are of no value. Okay? That's because it's all pseudo. They're pseudoscience. Okay? Yeah, give me a minute. You see what it says here? Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan. Okay? So coming after the spiritual entity Satan, this is talking about man. It's talking about Esau, who plays the part of the devil here on the earth. Okay? He's the one who sits in the power seat and comes down, again, with great wrath. His unrighteous decrees, his draconian laws. Do you understand that, people? All right? So, even him whose coming is after the workings of the spiritual entity Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. So now, if you go into the word lying wonders, here you go. You see it down here? Lying, right? You see it? Pseudos. We click on that.
Strong's G 5579. Pseudos. Pseudos.
Right. See what it means? Lie. Conscious and intentional falsehood. Okay? You have to understand you're not dealing with an anti-Messiah, or as they like to say, an anti-Christ, an individual. No, you're dealing with a system that is based on anti-Messiah. Okay? A system. All right? And again, you're dealing with a nation of people, all right, who are anti-Messiah. You understand? All right? Who's the one who put up the portraits of themselves as God? All right, going back. This stuff doesn't just go back to the Renaissance period, you know, in the Sixtine Chapel portrait, where you see supposedly God naked in a white cloth, okay, as an Edomite, touching fingers with a naked Adam, and then little naked Edomite children as angels. No, okay, that's blasphemy, people, okay? But that didn't start there. That goes back. This is why you have to know history in order to know the mystery. That goes back to the time of the Maccabees, okay? Which again goes back, you know, to the Levites, the Maccabees, and you know, they were putting up the portraits of themselves. It started when they first come into power, okay? Calling themselves the Greeks, because they're not really the Greeks, and they're not really the Romans. And Europe is not their homeland, okay? Even though their DNA will tell you, you know, they come from there, but they originate from Mount Seir, Petra, all right? So they're not of that region, all right? And you know, also what? The Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. And you heard that on the videotape. All right? Okay? And about the Khazarians. Okay? You know, that call themselves Anakazi. Okay? Do you understand that? All right, people? Do you get it? They're not the people and they're not from the lambs. Okay? And again, you can go to Ezekiel 36 and 5. All right? We'll do that in a moment. In a broad sense, whatever is not what it seems to be. And that's what these people do, and they do that using the media. Okay? And your television sets, the media, this is how they manipulate your minds. All right? Through these lies. So, to show you that they are forgers of lies. See, of perverse impetus and deceitful precepts. Okay? So when they use the Bible, their churches, they don't go in, they don't tell you who Jacob and Esau are. Okay? They don't tell you who the Israelites are. Because if they did that, then they would be out of business. Okay? And their churches would be empty. And the people have left the churches. Okay? Because they haven't been told the truth. They realize that they've been lied to. All right? So more and more of that is happening. Okay? And it's all prophecy, people. All right? So give me a minute. Let's go to Ezekiel 36 and 5. All right, Ezekiel 36 and 5. Therefore thus saith the Lord, God power. Right? That's what God means. Surely in the fire of my jealousy I have spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea. Now, Idumea is simply the Greek translation for Edom, people. All right? So if you don't look up words, you're not going to know that. Okay? See it right there? Idumea. Right down here. See it? Edom. Click on Edom.
Strong's H123. Edom. Edom.
And what does it mean, red? Didn't he tell you on the video, right? And again, Esau came out red. It tells you that in the scriptures. You understand that? In other words, they named them Isashua, which is Esau in English. But what does it mean? Wasted away is he, no pigment. You understand? He became the progenitor of the Edomite nations, of what? In 1681, they decided to call themselves white. Right? Again, to try and hide themselves. Edomite, Idumean descendants of Esau. There you go, people. All right? See that? All right, you know what? We'll end this here. We'll be right back with parts 3 and 4. Shalom.